Today I was working and this old man came up to the order screen. I was doing other stuff in the back and he asked me to help him out on the screen, right? And I was just helping him out with the orders, and he was like he had some sort of dementia or just old age got to him, and he was no longer able to like understand and conceptualize what was pretty much happening around him, or really take in the words that I was speaking to him. And it really brought me to this understanding how we aren't, for what we believe, how long we are going to live, a lot of that time may not even be in full consciousness. Like, you really have to understand that humans are prone to so many different like complications in their life, like Alzheimer's and just other things like that, which don't allow you to live life to the fullest. And what I'm going to pretty much be talking about is we're taking our life for granted, and we have to create more value in what we do. Like, it was just so eye-opening, and he was the sweetest old man ever. Like, I loved speaking to him. I was just smiling at him the entire time because I was really thinking about, this might be me in 50 years. This might be me in 20 years. He was only like 70 years old, but he already had like dementia and all that other stuff that comes with growing up. And yeah, well, I just, it was really eye-opening to see how, though we say we're going to live till 100, though we say we're going to live to 80, a lot of those years may not even be in full consciousness. And I really just urge everybody to make use for the time that we have here. Make yourself known. Do what makes you happy. Change the world. Just chase your dreams. Stop living life for others. You need to actually do what makes you happy and leave a legacy for others to see, for you having lived in their lifetime. And yeah, it was just something that I was thinking about because we take, like, us as humans, us as as people, we take this stuff for granted. We think we're gonna live forever, but I'm already 17, and it's basically just the start of my life. But if you think continuously that you have infinite time, it's just going to go by so quickly and you're not going to get anything done, and you're just going to live without having accomplished anything. And I'm sure nobody really wants to live that life. Obviously, you don't have to aspire to become the most famous businessman or the best artist or even the best like athlete, but leave something for your family and for you to remember. It is so important to strive to be great, because I don't think anybody really loves living normally unless you do, unless you do, because I totally don't blame you if you do, because if you have a beautiful life doing so, it's completely fine to live that way. But I feel like if you're watching this video, you must have a lot of aspirations, and because you must be really going deep into the YouTube rabbit hole on self-improvement and growth. And I don't know, it was just something that was really eye-opening to me, to see how we don't really have forever, and one day we're all going to end up old and really unable to do anything. So we can't really take for granted what we have now, and we have to make use of whatever we have now, because as time goes by, it's going to be going quicker and quicker. That I still feel like I remember being like 10 years old a few a few days ago. Like, time just goes by so quickly, so you have to make use of the time that you have. And even if it means that you have to spend your 20s improving your life and just cultivating your future, do it, because you still have so much life ahead of your 20s. Like, I promise you, people who are 30 years old feel so young, or maybe not so young, but they are so young compared to the human lifespan. And if you're not willing to cultivate your life and your your pretty much your everything else, you're going to be living the exact same life for 60 years, 70, 80 years, however long you live, because you decided not to take those 10 years to self improve and to become a better person. Like, would you rather waste your 20s, where people say is the best time of your life, to have a perfect or a better 30 to 30 to 70 years old? Like, I feel like that is such a better way of living life than wasting your entire life for your want to live your 20s. You if you understand what I'm saying. I'm probably not wording it right, but yeah, I feel like I am willing, for me specifically, I am willing to sacrifice the happiness in my 20s so I can have a beautiful rest of my life. Because there's going to be a day you're going to turn 30, and it really just depends on whether you decided to work for the day that you turn 30 to be successful, or if you just decided to live life on the flow. And I actually noticed uh, that pretty much everybody, or a lot of the people around you, live life on the flow and don't really have a set plan or set path on what they want to do. And if you do, I am so proud of you. You you're really taking advantage and a grasp of your life and trying to actually plan out what you want in the future, and that's great. Um, Another thing I wanted to talk about, what happened today, which made me pretty happy, was my friend. I've been speaking to him about like pretty much my self improvement and like pretty much locking in and like deleting TikTok, not really focusing a lot on social media. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna delete TikTok too." And I don't know if that was just false, empty words, but that made me so happy to hear, because I don't know if it was me or if it was somebody else who might have convinced him, but whatever it may have been, I'm happy for him to have like be willing to take that step to change his life, because just deleting TikTok is a huge step in self improvement. Like, I was watching a video Dan Coe made. It was about pretty much, or no, uh, no, he just referenced he referenced the scene from Wall-E, which I totally agree with him. It's AI is going to take over one day, and we're either going to be the fat people, the obese people who are floating around and watching some brain rotted videos through um through like a screen, or you're going to be somebody who creates value with their life and helps other people create value in their life. And I just feel like so many people just find it so much reassuring, because you're a human, uh, like to give value. Like, what I'm saying right now, and if an AI said it, it just might not create the exact same value, if you understand what I'm saying. And yeah, you really have to choose if you're willing to become somebody who lets themselves get drawn into the cycle of watching TikTok continuously every single day. Not you're wasting weeks, years at a time. Like, well, like I used to have days where I could watch TikTok for 5 hours at a time, or like in the day I watch at least 5 hours. And once that time builds up, you're making days of time that you're wasting just watching TikTok, and you have to imagine how you sleep around 6 to 8 hours a day, unless you sleep more or less, but you're wasting so much of your life on TikTok, and I urge you to delete that or just create a limit to yourself, because I understand it makes you happy. It's a relaxing mechanism, but it's meant to keep on watching. That's what a lot of people don't understand. At the end of the day, TikTok is a business. TikTok wants you to keep watching. They want you to spend money. That's why they have implemented so many things into the app for you to keep on watching and to keep on like staying in the app no matter what type of side of TikTok you're on. They want you to waste your time, and they want you to keep on going onto the app and watching and watching and watching. And I just urge you to delete it or find a way to limit yourself, because sometimes limits don't work, because then it still keeps the TikTok in your mind, and you're like, oh my gosh, when am I able to watch TikTok, or I can't wait for tomorrow. But you have to find a way to actually get rid of that thought. And I just wanted to share how my friend, he's taking that step to improve his life, and I really want you guys to improve your life by taking that step on deleting TikTok. But yeah, don't take for granted the time that you have right now. And to connect to what I said about my friend, delete TikTok. Make use of your time. Don't waste all your time, because time is so valuable that the more you waste time on TikTok, the less you're going to accomplish with it, which is self-explanatory. Obviously, you can create like a platform on TikTok, but unless you're doing that, you're just wasting your time scrolling endlessly for your dopamine to hit, and it's just infinite chasing dopamine, which is no use for you, because what are you going to do once you can't watch TikTok? We have to grow up and get rid of that. Actually, now that I think about it, passing the ban on TikTok would have improved so many people's lives, but obviously there's good sides to it that may provide a lot of information. But yeah, I urge you guys to delete TikTok and transform your life for something for you to get value in, because we don't live forever, and we may not be remembered if we don't leave a lasting legacy. So change your life and aim to be great.